Welcome to a New Beginning podcast. I'm your host, Maureen Doyle. I'm a certified life coach, author, and coffee enthusiast. Did you know that at any moment you can create a new beginning in your health, relationships, career, or mindset? Each week, I will share simple strategies to transform your life and create new beginnings. Ready to start yours? Let's dive in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the podcast. There's a concept I learned years ago from my mentor, Brooke Castillo, and I have used this over and over again, both personally and in my coaching practice, and it's so simple and so powerful. It is called the minimum baseline. With the new year right around the corner, this felt like the perfect time to talk about it because you can learn it now, practice it now, and then walk into the new year already building some momentum. The minimum baseline can be used in any area of your life. I've seen clients use it for weight loss, for exercise, for cutting back on drinking, learning a new skill, or starting a business, or writing a book. Anything that requires some sort of consistency. And here's what it is. Your minimum baseline is the least amount you are willing to do and actually follow through on. That's it. For example, if you don't exercise at all right now, your minimum baseline might be a 5-minute walk. If you want to write a book, it might be writing for 5 minutes a day. If you want to start reading again, it might be for 5 minutes of reading in the morning or before bed. And here's one that I have used it for recently is stretching. I'm not that great at stretching. And I started with 5 minutes a day of stretching. That's it. And I know what your brain is already saying. Well, what's the point? 5 minutes doesn't matter. That's not enough to make a difference. But here's the thing. It matters more than you think. The minimum baseline works because it shifts your motivation from external to internal. Instead of being motivated by achieving the goal, you're motivated by honoring your word to yourself. And that shift changes everything. I remember years ago working with a client who wanted to learn how to play the guitar. He decided that he should practice for an hour each day. And every week we met, he told me the same thing. I didn't practice. And then came the self-judgment, and he was frustrated, and he was disappointed, and he was beating himself up. So I suggested a minimum baseline, 5 minutes a day. He looked at me like I was crazy. He's like, what's the point of 5 minutes? Well, the point was that it was doable. So the next week, he came back and told me that he practiced every single day for 5 minutes. And not only that, on a few days, he even practiced longer. But more importantly, he felt good. He felt successful. He had honored his commitment to himself. That feeling, that self-trust, is what keeps you going. Here's why the minimum baseline works. Number one, it helps you move through discomfort because anything new feels uncomfortable at first. Number two, it trains you to honor your word to yourself. And then number three, it builds follow-through without needing any sort of external reward or validation. So often we abandon our own plans if we don't get an immediate payoff. Well, this tool retrains your brain. It teaches consistency instead of perfection. And here's the magical part. When you honor your minimum baseline, you start to feel good about yourself. And when you feel good about yourself, there's very little that you can't do. Here's how to use it. So, step 1, whatever it is that you want to bring into your life, make your minimum baseline ridiculously easy. So easy that your brain thinks it's crazy. So again, like for exercise, maybe your minimum baseline is 3 times a week for 5 minutes. Now be prepared. Your brain will absolutely argue with you. Your brain might say, well, that's not enough. You might as well not bother. That's okay. The practice is doing it anyways. As you get better at honoring your commitments, you can increase your baseline. But only after you've proven to yourself that you'll follow through. If your baseline is reading for 10 minutes a day and you keep skipping it, don't quit. Instead, lower the baseline. Make it just 5 minutes. This isn't about pushing harder. It's about building trust with yourself. I have used this with walking, with reading, with going to the gym, and with working on big projects. And it works beautifully. Most of us get stuck in this all or nothing thinking. Like we start out with, I'm going to work out 5 days a week for an hour. And then what happens? We quit. And when we quit, we judge ourselves. We tell ourselves a story about who we are. Instead, do the minimum baseline. Make appointments with yourself. Make appointments with yourself to take a walk or to stretch or to read, and then honor them. And then over time, something powerful happens. You start to change your identity. You become someone who exercises. You become someone who reads or someone who writes. You become someone who follows through. And one last tip, I don't recommend sharing your minimum baseline with others. Can you imagine telling someone you exercise for 5 minutes a day? Their opinions or their judgments that will come. Well, you don't need any of that. This is between you and you. So make the appointment, honor it, and watch what happens. Have fun with this tool. I promise you, when you get good at it, you will be unstoppable. Have an amazing week, and I will talk to you next week. If you enjoyed this podcast, check out my free workbook, 6 Secrets to Getting Anything That You Want. Head over to maureen-doyle.com/6secretsguide to pick up your free copy today.